Invoice 6, lawin din ikaw.
Diretso tayo. Boss. Parang dami pumapasok nga eh. Oo, diretso naman. Can you tell the, please? I'm going to go.
Wait. Kami sa Senate kami.
Yung ating communication. Maganda yung ating communication.
Sir, na-coordinate namin, sir. We will allow you naman po to enter.
I know, but kanina,
Saan po, sir? Saan po, sir? Opo, sir.
Hindi po. Kami tinigil. Yung mga media
Wala
pinapasok.
kagabi ang kanina, ang mga sumusunod sa kanya, sumusubaybay.
Siguro mga 10
Nakalong
sasakyan
arms, ang dami-dami, bulletproof vest. Kala mo, terrorist, kala mo, malaking mapangalan
Sir,
tao.
may instructions po kami sa kanila to screen yung mga papasok. Yung nakakapasok, sir, those who had access
Tapos
pasok,
sa
sir.
mga ganong klaseng
Yeah, pasensya na po, sir, but you will be I'm sorry, sir, for the inconvenience.
I'm standing here outside the Muntinlupa City Hall of Justice. Senator De Lima's convoy has just started on its way. I can see the coaster now leaving the area. But right now also we are standing near an SUV, a gray SUV, with several officers of the SWAT surrounding it. Word here is that Ronnie Dayan is inside that SUV. It is on the driveway of the Muntinlupa City Hall, waiting for its turn to turn up at the entrance. As I have said, the convoy of Senator De Lima has now left the premises. Several vehicles, a coaster van, an ambulance, several SUVs, and several police vehicles that have left here. As you have said, they had waited for the commitment order to come down from the judge's office, and now it appears they are on their way to the Philippine National Police Custodial Center in Camp Krame. Now it is the turn of this SUV, supposedly containing, or in it, supposedly, Ronnie Dayan is now expected to turn up on the driveway, and we would assume it is his turn to face the court. A police officer or a guard has just boarded the passenger seat. We are checking to see if indeed it does have Ronnie Dayan inside it as a passenger. Ruth.
JC, are there still supporters of Senator De Lima there?
Yes. In fact, right before the convoy left, De Lima again acknowledged. She looked out the window and waved to her supporters, and her supporters rushed to her side. They were shouting, "Laban Laila, Laban Laila, one for De Lima, one for De Lima." And now that the convoy has left, we see her supporters gathering. It appears they are going to say a prayer, perhaps to regroup and to figure out what their next move is going to be. Of course, we are going to be standing by if they are going to release a statement. Right now, the SUV, I'm walking behind it. This gray SUV is making its way around the driveway towards the entrance. Of course, there are riot police gathered at the entrance. Of course, members of the media cameras all training to get a good shot of this moment. It is now just meters away. Excuse me, Ruth, sorry about that. The gray SUV now making its way to where police, media people are waiting, the entrance to the City Hall of Justice. So I don't know if you can see this on your screen, but here it is, the SUV. We're hearing that the passenger, one of the passengers is Ronnie Dayan, now about to face. All right. That's it, Ruth.
Okay, JC, we're seeing the live video of that vehicle that you were talking about, and members of the SWAT are outside that vehicle. We believe that it is Ronnie Dayan inside that vehicle. He is the co-accused of Senator Laila De Lima in this drug case at Branch 204. Just like what Senator De Lima did, we are expecting Dayan to be presented to the judge for the return of warrant. And after that, we will be waiting for the commitment order, which will determine where Dayan will be detained. Aside from De Lima and Dayan, the other co-accused is former Bureau of Corrections Chief Rafael Ramos, though we have yet to receive information as to his whereabouts. JC, has the situation,
All right, there is a
down a
police
bit?
officer. The police officer talking to the people inside. Okay, a door has opened. A police officer has alighted from the SUV, and they are making their way inside the City Hall of Justice. If this is going to be anything like the process with Senator De Lima a while ago, we would assume they're going to the office of Judge Juanita Guerrero to take their orders, to get their cue as to when, at what point, Diane will be called up to the judge's office. Again, a police officer talking to the driver inside the SUV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 members of the SWAT surrounding this vehicle. Also behind it, another police vehicle with several officers. The place is at a standstill, Ruth. Everyone's cameras, everyone's eyes are trained towards this SUV right now. But the word that we're getting is that it is Ronnie Dayan inside this Chevrolet Trailblazer with a color gray. Ruth.
JC, do you see any other people with Dayan there, or any other vehicles accompanying aside from that police mobile we see in the back of the SUV?
From where I stand, Ruth, I don't see any other vehicle with it. I also do not. It doesn't appear to me as though there are supporters of Dayan, or if his lawyers are here. It's police officers and SWAT officers that are standing around the vehicle. Also, an official from the court.
Anong data dito?
Okay, here is a police officer now making his way towards the SUV, talking to the people, to the police officers guarding it. So this might take a few minutes if it's going to be anything like what happened with Senator De Lima. A lot of waiting, a lot of shuffling from the vehicle to the judge's office. Of course, the goal is to protect and to shield these accused from perhaps the media, perhaps from anyone who might want to harm them. But right now, we do not anymore hear chanting from the supporters, or neither do we hear anything from the protesters, from the volunteers against crime and corruption. Bruce.
But what you're saying, JC, is that the security remains tight over there.
Security is very tight. We are not allowed. I'm standing probably this is 4 or 5 meters away from the SUV, and there is a line of riot police preventing members of the media, even protesters, even supporters from going near the vehicle. Ruth.
Do you already have information where Dayan could possibly be detained? Because earlier, Senator De Lima was committed to the PNP Custodial Center.
Ruth, we are still waiting, at least here outside the City Hall of Justice. We are still waiting for that information.
Okay, JC Gotinga there. Thank you very much for your report. JC is outside the Muntinlupa RTC. We will continue to monitor the situation there. Earlier, the Muntinlupa RTC Branch 204 released a commitment order according to the lawyer of Senator Laila De Lima, Attorney Alex Padilla. De Lima will be committed to the PNP Custodial Center in Camp Krame, and right now Senator De Lima is on her way there. She left the Muntinlupa RTC a few minutes ago. Also, Attorney Padilla said that PNP officers have ensured the safety of Senator De Lima in Camp Krame, and he sees no problem for his client to be detained at the PNP Custodial Center, though De Lima's party mates, particularly Senator Kiko Pangilinan, has said earlier that they were concerned over De Lima's safety and security under the custody of the PNP. Our correspondent Rex Remitio is trailing the convoy of Senator Laila De Lima. Rex, what can you tell us?
Yes, Ruth, we're now along South Luzon Expressway, and we're tailing the convoy of Senator Laila De Lima on her way back to the Philippine National Police Custodial Center. This after the warrant against her was returned and she was presented before the judge at the Muntinlupa Regional Trial Court. A commitment order was also issued according to De Lima's lawyer, Alex Padilla. She's inside the white coaster guarded by several police mobile patrols. Some SUVs are also tailing the convoy, mostly composed of her staff and some supporters. We're facing heavy traffic, which is slowing the movement of the convoy. Earlier, De Lima went through the booking procedure at the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group office in Camp Krame. She had her physical and medical exam, as well as her mugshot and fingerprints were taken. She was not also handcuffed as courtesy for her as a senator. We experienced a tight security. We're not allowed to get near the CIDG office. With De Lima earlier, our Liberal Party President and Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Representatives Kakabag-Ao and Kit Belmonte, Attorney Alex Padilla, and Father Robert Reyes. And we also noticed, Ruth, that they're all wearing black. Ruth.
Rex, were you able to talk to some of the PNP officers? Because earlier, Senator Kiko Pangilinan expressed concern for her safety, though Attorney Alex Padilla said that PNP officers have assured that De Lima will be safe at the PNP Custodial Center.
Well, according to some PNP officials, De Lima will be safe inside the Custodial Center, that she talked already to the officers in charge. And they also told a while ago that there will be a sergeant at arms that will guard De Lima 24/7. Ruth.
And you also talked about preparations inside the Custodial Center?
Yes, Ruth, actually, her room was already prepared. Her beddings, her bathroom, and even the ventilation inside her cell was already prepared, decent enough for a high-profile personality like Senator De Lima. And it will be the same as that of Senators Bong Revilla and Jinggoy Estrada. And the PNP also assures that there will be no special treatment for De Lima. Ruth.
Rex, do you have an idea? Because like what you mentioned, Senator Bong Revilla and also Senator Estrada are there inside the Custodial Center? Are they just, are there rooms near each other? Or do you have an idea as to how the compound looks like?
Well, according to some PNP officials a while ago, because there's a section for women and men inside the PNP Custodial Center, so definitely Senator De Lima will not be together with Senators Revilla and Estrada. Instead, she will be in a separate section inside the Custodial Center. Ruth.
Rex, do you have any information as to who is accompanying Senator Laila De Lima inside the van, aside from a while ago we saw her lawyer, Alex Padilla?
Aside from some PNP officials, also Senator Kiko Pangilinan, although we're still verifying if Senator Kiko Pangilinan is also inside the coaster or in another SUV, but so far as what we have seen is concerned, she's with some PNP personal security that is guarding her on her way back to the Camp Krame.